Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and I've had a bit of an epiphany. Thank you. It's not what I meant to do, but thank you. My thought was, I think I'm gonna approach this a little different from previous Soulsborne games, because in previous Soulsborne games, essentially, the objective is to just get to each of the bosses, beat the boss, move on. However, this game seems to have added the caveat of, hey, you can clear out all the enemies, too. Alright, the bosses aren't the only ones that stop respawning. So, I think from here on out, I amused myself with this thought earlier. I am going to do the genocide route. Which, I mean, doesn't necessarily mean killing all non-hostile entities, but essentially I'm going to clear all the enemies from an area. At least all the ones that are, you know, actively aggressive, like this guy. Before moving on. Because as much as this game has kicked my ass so far, that was greedy. I feel like being able to, bad move. Hold on. I feel like this shift in mindset will help me quite a bit, right? Because, yeah, with previous Souls games, okay, that's fine, I guess. With previous Souls games, like, the only real checkpoints for progress, oh, right, you guys are coming now, were the bosses, right? Because that's the only thing you can, like, yes, you can get levels and stuff, and that helps you, but ultimately a level isn't typically gonna be what makes or breaks your run against a boss. So ultimately, are we still coming? Oh, that guy's backing off. Oh, and now you're backing off too. Yeah, keep backing up. Uh-huh. Trying to make sure the other one's not going to come back at me. The point I'm getting at is that in this game, you can make progress by just killing the regular enemies. And I think, now that I've realized that, I think that's going to help my mental going forward. I totally missed that. So yeah, that's cool. I guess. It will certainly be interesting. And something I was not expecting from this game. That was risky, but I managed. I was not expecting that I could... that it would arguably be easier to make progress in this game. I mean, I was under the assumption, and maybe this is faulty, I was under the assumption that these games just kind of got harder the further you went back. Which, don't get me wrong, this has been a challenge so far. Ow. Well, that's gonna be tricky. But, like, the fact that enemies stop spawning kind of makes it easier. Kind of? I mean, yes, it means you can't just super over level, but there were already soft caps in place to reduce the effectiveness of grinding, so if you weren't going to be grinding to level 1,000,000 already, then it doesn't really... It's only really a boon then that the enemies stop respawning eventually. I am going to do this. No, that's not what I meant. I want my souls, please. There we go. Now we walk back. Okay. Yeah, so interesting thing, this game. I do understand, and I knew this when I started playing this. I have heard that this game is kinda, of the original Soulsborne games, this one's kinda the black sheep. Just because, I don't know, maybe, I think it maybe had a different director or something. And to me, so far, it very much seems, certainly more than 3 or Bloodborne, it very much seems closer to the hard for hard's sake that people tend to think Dark Souls is. Oh god. Okay, hold up. Sir. Excuse me, 1 second. Not him. The one who's actually aggro, please. Oh, missed. Okay, good. Ah. Still managed to hit me, huh? Just to make sure. Okay. Okay. I feel like, I don't know what the limit is, but I feel like we're getting to the point where that guy's gonna stop respawning soon. Now, I could count, I guess. I assume it's just like a set number per enemy. Yeah, there's lights under there. They don't look like... I guess maybe there's some torches down there. Oh, the other guy left. Cool. 1, 2, 3. I'll just give this guy 1 for now. 2, a 3. Forgot I can give these guys 3 hits in between combos. That'll make things go a little faster. So yeah, also, I'd like to make a slight note. I might make a more detailed video on this. You may have noticed, even though episodes have become slightly more consistent, I'm not streaming much. What does this say? Try head, but beware of neck. Thanks. I haven't been streaming much. When theoretically, right, I've kind of resigned myself to the idea that I can stream now. I am still, unfortunately, still not feeling as in my prime as I was prior to getting sick at the start of last month. But I don't know that I'll be getting any better anytime soon, is the point. So, part of me is like, yes, I should be streaming again. I'm not rushing to get back to my stream schedule. And it's not because I still feel a little sick. It's ultimately because I think I'm figuring out that I just don't like streaming that much. And the thing is, like, I've kind of been... It sounds weird to just say this out loud, but I've been coming to learn a bit more about myself. I'm going to cash in my souls. I've been coming to learn a bit more about myself in even just the past few weeks. And I think, for now, I think streaming is probably not the right choice for me. There hopefully will come a day where I can enjoy streaming much more. However, for now, I don't think I'll be streaming. Well, I might stream occasionally, but we might just be ditching the stream schedule again. I need some points in strength. That's what I need. Just like that. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that is... I don't know when I will get back to my streaming schedule. I don't know if I'll get back to this streaming schedule. I don't know if I'll come back to streaming consistently at all. But this is all fine. We still have a good roll. Okay. Shield seems slower than the other one. It's fine. Yeah, streaming is just... For now, I think I will be laying off on streaming. And I hope that's not a disappointment to too many people. But there are some things I think that will need to change before I truly can justify doing it instead of doing it just for the sake of doing it. It is for the best, I think. We don't need to fight here. In fact, we shouldn't fight here. Here we go. So yeah, a thought I've had, I haven't finalized this thought, or like settled on it, I guess. Something wasn't right about that. Figure that out in a sec, I guess. But a thought I haven't yet finalized. Just trying to figure out if I'm doing something wrong with this shield. We have 20 strength, so it should be working, right? I don't know. I'm gonna have to pay attention to what happens again next time. I might end up moving some of the games that I had planned to do on stream that, you know, I had started on this channel. I might move them back to doing episodes on this channel. Because yes, I didn't feel like they were super optimal at that point for episodes, but I think in small doses they would be fine. And I do still want to finish those games somewhere that everyone can see them. Or see me do it, I suppose. Just want to test something real quick. hopefully I can get a single strike here. Okay. It is blocking damage. Just didn't seem like it was. Okay. Yes, this is good, actually. I like this shield. So yeah, you might expect to see some old faces on this channel that have not been here for a while. Faces, I mean games. Of course. I thought he was gonna do a spin attack. I also am doing more damage now because of the strike that I got, so that's cool. Yeah, so some changes perhaps to both streaming and the channel, but some more drastic than others, and well, ultimately I'm not going anywhere. I'm just changing things around. You know? I guess it is a little less of me, but let's be honest, we could probably all use a little less of me. Where's the other guy not walking away? He's supposed to be walking away by this point. There he goes. Okay, now they're both going. I gotta work this in such a way that I can actually fight the one without having to fight the other. Hey. 2, 3. That first swing wasn't even close. What are you doing, bud? It's fine. Just barely off on that last hit. So yeah, for now, Dark Souls. That's our focus for now, and that will probably still be our focus next time. Because as for this episode, that's a wrap. See, that actually does move you forward.